Okay guys, I'm going to give you current support and resistance levels to pay attention to for Bitcoin. You can see currently we topped out, this is a C1 chart, we topped out right here at 49,119. So I'm going to give you your support and resistance levels to pay attention to. The three charts we're going to cover today is the C1, the H1, and the G1. By the way, if you do want to access these charts, the website's optilartcrypto.com, the link will be pinned to the first comment in the description. If you click on subscribe, for $39 a month, you get access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, access to our Discord and my Twitter, which is private. If you're interested in stocks and tutorials, that's separate. If you're interested in lifetime for $2.99, contact me through the contact page, and I'll send you, or just say lifetime, interested in lifetime, I'll send you an email back with directions. It's a one-time payment, you're in for life, make sure you're a gold member in Discord as well. But again, if you do want to access these charts, again, they are live, they play out 24/7, so if I make a tweet, you know which chart to load up, and you have access to the charts 24/7, so you can follow along. You know where your resistance and support levels are because they're already mapped out. But let's go through this. So on Twitter, I made a tweet here. I said, this is August 27th. I said, notice Bitcoin was rejected an orange line on C1 and H1. That is the line we need to watch for a break above or a break above and then hold support before we can expect more upside. This was a line I drew in. This was our current resistance. We did push above it a bit. Notice we got rejected, pushed down. This is the H1 chart. Notice resistance, resistance. Had it on two different charts, just showing you. And take note of this moving average. The past three videos, I told you exactly when to get in and exactly when to get out. So if you paid attention to the last three videos, you should have played it. You should be in profit. And this is how it played out. I made this tweet after we broke above this point. Notice, we did hold support here. As soon as we broke above this line, we got a pump, and we've been pushing up ever since. So let me just show you, the calls I made. In this video here, this was August 20th. I'll put a link up to this video now if you want to check it out. But I just want to show you, if you did pay attention and watch the whole video, I did tell you exactly when to get in and when to get out. So let me play a clip of this for you real quick. But here's what I want to show you. So this, if you can read this, I don't know if you can, guys, but right here, this was on August 12th on Twitter. Guys, this is what I give you. This is what I do. I have been waiting since August 12th to come down and test this moving average right here. And if I zoom out, you'll see why. Notice right here, this is the 200 exponential moving average on the 2 hour. Notice right here, let me give you a price label here. And that's what I do, guys. I wait for the big bounces, the big plays. I do play some of these, but I want the big bounces. So notice right here, around 37,425, we found support on this 200 exponential moving average. We tested it again, we pushed up. And this is what I said here. Notice where the moving average is on the H1 chart, referring to this 200 exponential. Last time we tested that, we bounced from 37,600, see right here, twice. If we continue down, that support level close to the moving average could be a likely point to catch a nice bounce. Refer to previous tweet. And this is where I was showing this moving average here. And if we came down, that's where I would be buying. So recently I made a tweet. If I go up here, and I did mention we were at this was a falling wedge. This was a bullish pattern, right? Well, that's when we pushed up. This is how it played out. We did push up. We got topped out. But I just recently made a tweet right here. This was 23 hours ago. I said refer to previous tweet, refresh C1, take note we found support on H1 where the 200 exponential moving average is. This is what I was waiting for. This was the point I wanted to get in. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. So this is what I was referencing. We found support on this 200 exponential moving average. We pushed up. So I said, look, we were in a falling wedge on the C1 chart. I update these charts when I see something, I see a pattern. Falling wedge, bullish pattern. We tested the 200 exponential previously. We pushed up. We were testing it, so I said this is likely support. We're in a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, and we pushed up. And now I'm telling you this might be the point to short. You can see how this played out. We pushed up. We got a bounce off of the 200 exponential moving average, which just so happened to be at support on the H1 chart. That was a fantastic play. I played it. I hope you guys did too. And this is my most recent tweet, and this is what I was referring to that I just talked to you about. I said, look, we're at resistance on C1. We're at resistance on H1. The US dollar is pushing up. The markets are down. All of this together tells me this might be a point to put in a short. Again, now, the reason I played the rest of this part of this video is because I do want to, I did say it was likely this was a point to short. And the reason I was saying this, we were at resistance on C1, we're at resistance on H1. the markets were down and the US dollar was pushing up. Now, had that continued, it would have been likely, I would suspect, that we would have come down. This was before markets opened. And if you paid attention that day, what happened is the US dollar started dropping. The markets, at least the Dow, pushed up, I think, like 230 points into the positive, and then we got a pump up to resistance. So while I was wrong on my call, the indicators I was using was accurate to show what would happen. If we were still going down, if the markets are coming down, the dollar's pushing up, we probably would have got rejected and come down. But the dollar dropped, the markets pushed up, we broke above resistance to our next resistance level above. So I showed you where to get in, and again, this is this chart here. This is where we found support and we pushed up, and also showed you where to get out. This is the same video a little further in. Let me play a little clip of this for you. When you say green ring, there is no green ring. This is just your major resistance above. If we pushed up again, the further you go out, the lower this is going to be. But if we push straight up, I think 49,839 would be the top. So in this video, I was saying, look, if we get rejected, this would be a point to short at resistance. If we push up, I told you where to potentially watch if we push up, and that is here on the G1 chart. I showed you if we push up, this is likely a point to get rejected, this yellow ring and this white ring. You can see that's exactly what happened. We pushed up, we got rejected, we came back down. And in my most recent video, this was August 26th. I'll put a link up to this now if you want to check it out. Let me play a little clip of this for you. This next part of this video, this is yesterday's video, so I'm going to play a clip of this. I told you potentially that we could come down and we might test this. Every time we test this 200 moving average, exponential moving average on the 2 hour, we find support. Let me play a clip of this for you. Important, if you'll notice on this chart, every time we test this moving average, we pushed up. Back here, this was August 4th, 2021. We touched it almost twice. We pushed up. This is the 200 exponential moving average on the 2 hour. Next time we touched it, we pushed up. And we haven't dropped down to it. So do pay attention to this moving average on the H1 chart. And wherever this might be, if we make contact, we could push up. So just pay attention to that. And this is the actual chart, just to show you. We came down and we hit it and we found support. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. So guys, just pay attention to what I'm telling you. And right here, 46,570. So guys, I was showing you when to get in, when to potentially get out, and when to get back in. And you can see this is how it played out. As soon as we came down and we found support on this moving average again, this is where you should have got in, right here at 46,619, and then the point to get out, potentially was right up here at resistance. We know this is resistance. We had resistance here, resistance here. Let's see if we push back a little further. This is the first time we tested it here. It became support. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. It became support, support, resistance. So this is your resistance here on the H1 chart to potentially get out. And this is a C1 chart, which we hit pretty almost to the tick right here. So again, I'm just showing you that if you pay attention to the videos, I do show you potentially when to get in and when to get out. These calls have been accurate. If your next support level below, if we come down, watch 47,788. Keep in mind, guys, if I make a video today showing you a price target, a few days from now, this line right here, this is going to be around 48,288. These are not horizontal lines. This is the direction price is traveling. These are at an angle. The longer it takes to hit, the higher price will be. But your next support level below is around 47,749 on the C1 chart. If we break below that, your next support level is going to be 46,000. Now I can tell you this, while there is a lot of resistance above, I'm not saying we can't push above this point. I'm just showing you that this is a lot of resistance. Rejected, 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 pushed above it just a bit, and then we came down. So if we push up, a likely point to get rejected, if we get rejected, is going to be around 51,000. Obviously, if we push above resistance, the spin we keep getting rejected at, that's a lot of resistance to break above. So if we push above 51,000, we could get one hell of a pump. I'm just telling you to pay attention. This is a lot of resistance. So if we push to that point, this is a point potentially short. Obviously, if you push above this point, you can expect a pump. Again, they're just support and resistance levels to pay attention to. Your first one to watch is 47,749. On this chart, on the H1 chart, your current support to watch is going to be right here at 48,232. Obviously, you can see this yellow line was resistance. resistance, resistance, resistance. We pushed above it, we got a pump. So that could be a support, and coincidentally, if you'll notice, I have one more support level below. So if we break below 48,232, you can see this just matches up completely with this yellow line. So potentially 47,963 is a point to re-enter if you're not already in. But this is just showing you that these charts are accurate, guys. So your next resistance above 49,960, and the next resistance above is around close to 51,000. And remember, the further out, the higher that price is. And again, on the G1 chart where I said we would top out, we are topped out. Notice this pattern we're in right now. This was resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support. We didn't make it up to the top of resistance. We came back down. We broke below this point. It's hard to tell if this bottom trend line is support or resistance. Looks like we're below it now. So this could be a bearish pattern. But again, whether you're bullish or bearish, I'm just giving you targets to pay attention to. For me to get bullish, we need to get above 52,500 and hold support. If it comes down, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be very strong support around 36,500. So pay attention. If you access these charts, load them up. You can watch them play out 24/7. I think that pretty much covers it. Again, these are your support resistance levels to pay attention to. At some point, if we do break below wherever this 200 exponential moving average is on the 2 hour, then again, we might have some more downside. It looks like that might be, by the time we test it, it could be out here where this this resistance level will be support. But do pay attention if we break that point. Your next strongest support level below that is going to be right here around 46,410. And then you have your support levels below that, guys. So again, all your support resistance levels are already mapped out. The next video I'll cover some altcoins. I just wanted to make you aware. If you pay attention to the videos, don't just read the title and the thumbnail. Listen to what I'm saying. The calls have been accurate. If you do want to access these charts, though, guys, the website's opticalcrypto.com. Link be pinned in the first comment in the description. $39 a month, get access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metal, Discord, and Twitter. Stocks is separate. These tutorials, I do teach you my method of charting from scratch, so you can create these charts for yourself. And if you're interested in lifetime, get access to everything for one-time payment at $299, and you can pay with crypto for lifetime. But guys, that's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.